everyone. So I only heard this from another TI yesterday. I actually can't believe that I missed this. This was reported on the 1st of June 2021. Apparently, according to the WHO organization, the names of the COVID variants are going to be changed from their previous names to the four names that I'm about to bring up now. So I'm going to list them in order, okay? For the UK Kent variant, B117, the name will be changed to Alpha. For the South African variant, B1351, it will be Beta. For the Brazilian variant, P1, it will be Gamma. For the Indian variant, for the Indian variant, it's B16172. It will be called Delta. Those are the four variants. Now, I'm not saying anything that isn't already there. I'm not assuming anything. This is what the WHO organization did. Okay, what they did was they named these variants after Greek letters. These Greek letters just coincidentally happen to be 4 of the 5 bands that are related to EEG. They're called EEG bands. Those are fixed frequencies observed in brain waves, in brain frequencies, brain waves, right? Do you remember one of my stalkers kept talking about brainwaves? Those are the names given to those COVID-19 variants. I'm not saying they're named after brainwaves. I'm just saying that coincidentally, there are 4 EEG bands related to brainwaves that just happen to share those names with the COVID variants. Okay? That's what I'm saying. So with that, what I'd like to do is go down the list of all these names. I mean, with the variants, as far as the variants concerns, because of the way these variants are named, all that's missing is a theta, the jewel in the crown. But let me continue. For alpha, the frequency for alpha brainwaves are 7 hertz to 13 hertz. And that's to do with, that's basically lucid thinking. It's deeply calm, lucid thinking. You're able to make calculations in this state. But you're in a deep, relaxed state, right? So because it's slow, it's a relatively slow frequency. So you're in a relaxed state, but you're still able, it's lucid. You're still able to make cognitive reasoning while you're in this state. The beta waves are 14 hertz to 30 hertz. So these are the frequencies that one gets when they're awake. Okay. I think these are the ones that are actually associated with younger people and with people without much brain injury, right? Because they're high frequency, relatively high frequency in comparison to the others. And then you've got gamma, which is by far the fastest brain frequency of them all. This brain wave usually happens when you're anxious, when you're having, it's not always about anxiety, but it is a frequency of hypervigilance when it happens in the brain. That's when you're normally hypervigilant. That's when you're normally anxious. That's when you're normally having to make quick decisions, quick assessments and things like that. I think the beta is associated with ADHD, but I'm not entirely sure. It might be the theta. No, actually, I think that's a theta. But the beta, the gamma radiation, the gamma frequencies, they cause very, very quick thinking. Very, very quick thinking because it's a higher frequency. The higher the frequency, the faster your brain works, right? And then you've got the delta brainwave. The delta brainwave is up to 4 hertz. So it is super low. Super low. And super low frequencies mean super low thought processes. This is normally associated, I do remember this well, this is normally associated with older people and those with severe brain damage. They normally have a delta brainwave, according to some of the research that I've done. And just to give you a heads up, right? Calling the Indian variant Delta, not smart, okay? Because if you look up online, there is a river called Delta, I think near the Ganges or somewhere along the Ganges, which is in India. So if anybody wanted to talk about the Delta variant, they could easily put together that it was still the Indian variant. So this whole crap about ending stigma, it doesn't end any type of stigma. All they've done is send subliminals to you. But that's just my assessment of it. Okay? So the only thing we're missing is theta, which is 4 hertz to 7 hertz. Let me see what I can remember about theta. Theta is the frequency for dreaming, for dream states, for spirituality, for meditation. It's basically the frequency of imagination, the frequency for daydreaming, the frequency for, I think, lucid dreaming as well. But that could be alpha. So all that's missing when it comes to the COVID variants, like I said, I'm not going by my own assessments. I'm going by how these things are named. The only thing that's missing for the jewel in the crown is the theta. So what does all this mean? Why have I suddenly gone from talking about the names of the COVID variants to talking about EEG bands? I'm gonna leave you to figure that one out. And in the meantime, I'm gonna leave links to when I upload this on YouTube, I'm gonna leave links below in the description so that you can look up the COVID-19 variants for yourself. And also I'm gonna leave links to the EEG bands as well. That's if YouTube don't shut it down. I'm hoping they do, because it means I'm on the right track. So I'm going to leave links in the description below. On Instagram, I'm going to leave screenshots of both the COVID-19 variants and, well, I've already done that on Instagram. So what I'm going to leave is a description of each of the EEG bands, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and theta, and what their properties are, because I don't think I got them all the way right in this video. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to leave you guys to figure the fucking shit out. I'm just saying, I'm going to leave you to figure it out. There ain't a damn thing I need to say. Like I said, believe the evidence. Believe people's actions. Don't believe their words, believe their emotional responses, and believe their fucking actions. That's what you have to believe, not people's words. That will get you fucked up. Don't believe what anybody has to say. Believe emotional responses and actions. Do not believe their words. Do not believe their presentation. Simple as that. And now I'm going to go. I'm going to leave you guys to figure those things out for yourself. And I'm going to leave those links like I said before. So you guys take care of yourselves. Thank you. Peace and blessings. Protect yourselves. I love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Hold on. I'm just going to wave to a TI before I go. Hi, Mind Garden. Anyway, yeah, I said hi, so take care, you guys. Peace and blessings. Goodbye.